Oh, hey, man. What's going on? Oh, trivia night. Oh, dude, like, that sounds pretty cool, but I am actually doing a 100,000 steps challenge. No, it's no joke, dude. Like, yeah, it's a thing. People do it. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm sorry. Maybe next time. I'm not screwing around here. I'm for real, 100,000 steps. All right, dude. Yeah, talk to you later. So I prepared a video reel of some of the top results from YouTube of other people who did the 100,000 step challenge, just so you could see what some of the other experiences and reactions were, and so that I could see what some of them were and then compare my reactions to theirs. Without further ado, enjoy.
And I wish I was acting, but I'm not. So, if you feel bad for me, like the video. And if you're just a human being with no sympathy towards other human beings, still like the video anyway. Oh my god, I actually did it. Okay guys, so I just hit 100,008 steps. I actually just cannot believe I just hit that. I have this like overwhelming sense of fulfillment and happiness right now, and I genuinely want to cry. Like, I feel like I know how I'm gonna feel on my wedding day right now. Not physically, emotionally. That is the 100,000 step challenge. I'm gonna go pour myself a nice salt bath and sleep in it until tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys in the morning and we'll talk about the overall final results. It's the next day. Let's talk about it. So that was by far the hardest thing I've ever done physically in my life. Nothing even comes remotely close. Like the bottom of my feet, I can barely even walk. Like if you guys saw my feet, I'm not gonna show you guys my feet just because I'm gonna be nice. They're disgusting. My legs are stiff as hell, like the bones hurt. I feel like I might have like some sort of like fractures going on. Kneecaps feel like they're bashed in. My lower back, upper back are just completely toasted. So I stepped on the scale this morning at 175.8 pounds. So I lost 2.8 pounds in one day, which is pretty nuts. I knew I was gonna lose weight, but I didn't think about that much because, guys, I ate a lot of food yesterday. It didn't look like I ate a lot in the video because I didn't really eat that much during the actual challenge itself because I didn't really have time. I had all of those protein bars that I packed, so that was 800 calories. Then I had the Starbucks booster juice when I got home before my dinner. I had a few things. Then I went out and then that's when it got, like, my like appetite just got crazy. I just could not stop eating. So I had the pizza, and then after that I had 2 chocolate chip cookies. Came home, wrapped up the video, had like half of a container, like one of those gallons of ice cream, had some cereal, some rice cakes, some chips, some more yogurt. Like I think if I had to estimate the calories that I ate yesterday, I was around like 5,500 to 6,000 calories, and I still lost 2.8 pounds, which is pretty insane. So now let's look at the actual data of the walk. So I walked 100,073 steps, and I traveled 85.6 kilometers. Wow. I'm actually super proud of myself for following through with this challenge. I almost quit like 3-4 times. When I was in the Starbucks washroom, like really early in the morning there when I had to change my socks, I thought that was it for sure. So now when I go over to the actual workout, so I was walking for 16 hours and 28 minutes. So from the time I started my watch in the garage until the time I stopped, it was 16 hours and 28 minutes, and that's pretty much just non-stop walking. So my active calories burned, so that's the calories just from walking, was 5,960 calories. So I burned in total, including my BMR, 7,738 calories. Wow, that is crazy. Average heart rate, 100 beats per minute. I don't know if that's even safe. For 16 and a half hours, I maintained an average of 100 beats per minute on my heart. I don't know, I'm still here, so I guess it's okay. So hopefully this video showed you guys that if you have a challenge or some sort of goal in mind, don't quit, follow through. It might seem like it's gonna get kind of hard, but just keep on going on.
So yeah, this was yesterday. We took a total of 82,818 steps. And then this morning was up at 3 and did the last 17,500 steps. So that equals out to just a little over 100,000. Challenge complete.
130, loss of about 3-ish pounds.
I'm so tired. I'm just going to keep this short. That was a really, really tough challenge. Definitely pushed my limits. I'm so tired. I'm just going to go to bed and sleep probably all day. The sun is coming up. I don't know if you can see it. The sun is coming up. If you guys like this video, please drop a like. This was super painful to do and kind of tough to film definitely throughout the day carrying the camera on all my walks. We did it. Through the craziness of my own mental sanity, we did it. So now I'm gonna do a physique update. I'll show you guys what I'm eating, and then I'll do a full analysis tomorrow when I can compose myself. But I wish my walking didn't have to look like that. It didn't look like I had a 10-foot pole up my ass, but. So the first thing I wanna cover is the aftermath. So what happened? I felt physically pretty solid about halfway through, and it didn't really hit any walls until like 80 and 90,000 steps, where like the bottoms of my feet started to feel like I was walking on hot coals. The bones in the top of my feet felt like broke and smashed. My right hip flexor was totally destroyed. My left one was like perfectly fine, and I was like starting to like lean forward and hunch over and like fall forward because it was too much energy to pull my legs forward. It was a mess. But the surprising thing was the recovery the next day, because I ate a lot of beef and I ate a lot of eggs that day. I had all these building blocks in my system, and then I took some turmeric and some fish oil to help the inflammation come down, and I recovered great. I mean, I was a little stiff the next morning, but for the most part, I was able to walk just fine once I got the blood moving, and I did a little bit of stretching. I was honestly really surprised, and it goes to show you that walking is truly the best form of cardio, because it just doesn't impact your body as much as all the other forms of cardio. It's so easy for your body to recover from it. I mean, I still trained today, so.
And the clock just passed 1:30 a.m. Guys, for the last 19 hours, I've done nothing but walk, eat, and pee. All I want is for this pedometer to reach 100,000, and we're less than 100 steps away. Guys, we're 25 steps away. Let's watch this together. Does it move with me? Am I gonna have to bounce it up and down? We're 10 away, 10 away. All I want to do is see this thing reach 100,000. Look at this. We're 3 away. 3 away, guys. This has been the craziest challenge I've ever taken on in my life. Come on, 100,000. It resets to 0 when it gets to 100,000. I just walked 100,000 steps in a day, and I didn't even get to see it on the pedometer. You've got to be kidding me.
What on earth?
Hey guys, so as you can see, it is the next day. Yesterday was exhausting. Like, it was really hard, and by the time I hit 40,000 steps, all I wanted was for it to end. I found it was just very tough physically and mentally. There were so many times throughout the day I just wanted to give up and just go home to sleep, but I constantly kept reminding myself, you've made it this far, just go a little longer. When it's all over, you'll be so happy that you hit 100,000 steps, or at least tried. So my legs, extremely sore right now. I didn't end up getting any blisters, luckily, but my feet are extremely swollen right now. Like, it's disgusting. My hips hurt, my calves hurt, my knees hurt. Basically everything hurts. As soon as I got home last night, I immediately took a shower, and as soon as I hit the bed, I just passed out. There was absolutely no energy left in my body. I didn't set an alarm, I just let my body sleep as long as it needed, and when I was ready to wake up, I woke up. But let's talk about yesterday. I did it. I was able to walk 100,000 steps in a day. And I'm not gonna lie, I did originally think this challenge was going to be easy.
I hope I'm not speaking too soon when I say it's pretty easy so far.
After walking the first 10K, I felt fine, I was full of energy, my feet weren't sore, so I thought it was gonna be a breeze. But as soon as I hit 30,000 steps, it was like I walked right into a brick wall. I was exhausted, and literally just thinking about it right now is making me tired and feel sick. I used my Garmin 45S to track my steps throughout the day. So let's go ahead and take a look at the data from yesterday. So here it is, 100,000 steps on May 26th. My average heart rate was 111 beats per minute. I did end up having to run some of it yesterday just because I was really running out of time and cutting it close. So I think that's probably why my beats per minute seemed kind of high for a walk. As for distance traveled, I traveled a total of 46.38 miles, which in kilometers is 74.64 kilometers. It took me 19 hours and 15 minutes to complete this challenge, so I started it early in the morning at 4:25 a.m. and I finished it by 11:40 p.m. As for calories burned, I burned a total of 3,968 calories, with 2,463 of them being active. However, walking does burn a lot of calories, especially when it's done consistently for longer periods of time. It's an extremely underrated form of cardio that I truly believe more people need to incorporate into their lifestyle. It's actually recommended that the average person try to at least get 10,000 steps per day. And I know that may sound scary, but it can very easily be done by adding a 45-minute to hour-long walk every single day, either at the beginning of the day or the end, just basically whenever you have the time.
On the other side, we still have 6,000 steps left. You can't believe the amount of pain there is. It's the toughest, by far the toughest experience I've ever lived. And honestly, doing it alone, Oscar, you're a trooper. Oh, stairs. This is getting so tricky. Do you guys mind if I give up? Huh. Oh, see you in half an hour then.
60 steps left.
60.
20. 5. 4. 3. 2. 100!
Yes! Oh. Try this, guys. I don't recognize my legs anymore. Oh, you did good. You too, you did good. Oh.
Thank you guys for today.
That was good.
That was so good. Ciao. Ciao. I had to wait 24 hours to actually say some stuff to the camera, to you guys. Yesterday I was so confused with the amount of pain I had, I could not even finish this video. Safe to say, legs are feeling way better today. Feet are still super swollen. I still cannot fit in my shoes though. The blisters, they're still huge and they're full of liquid. It was by far the toughest experience in my entire life, but I'm grateful that we did it.
All right, I just hit about 18,700 steps. I am super tired of the treadmill right now. I'm gonna go upstairs and hit the weights. My goal is to be at 20,000 before I leave the building. It's wild, baby! Woo! After bagging my first 20,000 steps last night, I came home, enjoyed myself a little bit, got some sleep. It's now 7:40 a.m. and now we continue. close to 11 a.m. I'm close to 40,000 steps. I just wrapped up a nice trip at the Pacific Ranch Market. And of course, that was trippy. You see some horseback riders on the walk. And let me show you this drink that I got.
Legend Silk Nootropic Performance Ginger and Grapefruit. All legends have a beginning. Let this be yours.
Dude, I'm already legend at the gym.
We want to give you the focus you need on the road to becoming a legend. Let the nootropics and legend help you see clearly on the way to a better you.
Sounds true enough for me, except for the gym. I'm already in possession of the nickname legend out. Touch base at the old high school. Currently 55,000 steps at 1:43 p.m. Oh yes, completed the 100,000 steps. My feet are still super sore overall, just sore all around. But let me share with you the treats that I got yesterday along the way that I didn't get a chance to share with you last night. Evolved double chocolate mochas, chocolate chip cookie and sugar cookie ice cream from Afters. Then I tried this new drink, Sway Energy and Immunity, and it's funny because I noticed it and I was excited. I'm like, oh dude, I gotta try this. And then the guy at the register said, have you had that? He's like it's really good. And I tried it. I'm like, you know, it's all right. It kind of reminds me of the mango one from Monster, but nothing earth shattering. More protein and caffeine. Chocolate peanut butter blast. Quest protein bar. I actually had a candy bar too. I guess I don't have the wrapper currently, but it was a good day of treats. And I got a big cake. That was chocolate right here. In terms of scheduling, the one guy got creative. I actually ran into this in Reno where he's like, well, technically it's 24 hours if I finish it early the next morning. And I thought of that myself, but then I'm like, wait a minute though. I won't get the 100,000 badge from my Fitbit, and I really wanted the badge was important. But it's funny how the one guy was creative and he added one period of hours from the one day and then another period of hours from the other day to be 24 hours offset. And then that woman, she just raced like hell because she either didn't think of that or she wanted the 100,000. One of the people I showed you was Will Tennyson. I featured him in a video before. Obviously, I have like a man crush on the dude. He is pretty much my main inspiration for getting on YouTube. There's a few others, but I think he's the main one. And ever since I saw him do it, I'm like, I have to do it. And I have to admit, I thought it was gonna be easier than it actually was, because as you saw, I tried to get it done in Reno. I failed. The reason I failed it was because I was just too creeped out by all the people out on the streets at nighttime. I couldn't build up enough momentum in my room to get the steps, so I had to walk outside, and unfortunately, it just was too damn creepy, and I had no access to a gym, so I probably could have made it there, but because there's just too many weirdos and I didn't feel safe, you know, I just had to kind of throw in the towel and put it off. I have to say, I mentioned the 100,000 step challenge to a girl at work about a year ago, and she's like, oh, it's like a day at Disneyland. I call bullshit on that. Like, Disneyland, I was thinking about this yesterday on my walk. Disneyland, you spend a lot of time standing in line at the rides. Even if you don't stand in line too much, you're still standing more than you probably think. And you're definitely sitting down in rides, you know, a fair amount, and you're also sitting down at the restaurants and sometimes standing at the restaurants. And I'm like, there's no way you're getting 100,000 steps at Disneyland. You're probably not even getting 50. I would estimate, in fact, that's a good idea for a video, you know, how many steps in a day at Disneyland. But I would say, like, if you get there early in the morning, all the way and stay late at night, you're probably only gonna get maybe, you know, 20, 30,000 steps, if that even. Don't let people tell you you can't do it, including yourself.